and the word unruly. I did that one freehand, Tulipa, Tulip Girl. I that cacao one on the wall, the cacao Theo. I think, how did I do that one? I used a projector. The unruly, I used a different projector. I projected those. Tulsi, Lamona, Rosie. Let's see. No, it's Tulsi from the left, Rosie, Lamona, and Juniper. They're the clearing squad. And I decided, since I watched Leslie Stroh's, Strohs, she does little watercolor paintings, and she did one a day. She started on the spring equinox, and she does one little mini. Hers are smaller than this, but I'm going to be doing this size. And I decided I'm going to do a doobie a day. And I'm taking requests, so you guys can comment below what ones you would like to see. Remember, the characters are, the list is as long as there are fruits, flowers, nuts, seeds, Chinese herbs, vegetables, house plants, you name it. Anything can go on the doobie head. So I've just not traced, I just drew a little daffodil with pencil. That's Daphne, and I'm gonna ink. Let's see if I get my glasses. We're just hanging out because I'm doing this before I simmer down and go to bed early because I have to wake up at like 5:30 to take the van. Vanny B gets more attention to her than my body. Where are my pens? I wanted to tell you guys something. Um, I'm looking for my stuff because I just reorganized these amazing amazing drawers I have two IKEA sets next to me, and I realized that I hadn't cleaned them out in forever and wiped the drawers down, and they're really, really neat. Maybe you guys want to see. Super neat. I don't even know what to say. So neat. So neat. 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 Acrylic markers. I have most of my acrylic markers elsewhere, at the different desk over there. That's where I have my acrylic set up. I hung some things that I painted. I've been on one, you guys. I have been really, really, um, I stopped organizing and I've been creating. I've been nonstop creating. It's like a laboratory in here with a lot of trials and errors and trial and error. Let's see if I can get you to see um, what I'm doing. I don't have the overhead set up right now. Is anybody here with me? I see a thumbs up. I see some people. So we're going to use this block that I got on Amazon, and it's a watercolor block, and they're all glued together. And I actually can remove it. That's what I'm going to do. But it's a great little, probably 2.5, I don't know, 3 by 3 inch, maybe a little bigger. I have this little tool. I have to drive 2 hours to Phoenix, spend the whole day there, and hopefully they'll get it done in a day. Let's see where the opening is. Here it is, I think. No, there it is. Get the stick in there. Use a credit card or a knife. And uh I'll be there all day. And if not, I have to rent a car and leave the van. So let's hope that is not painful. So I'm going to pick up some of the pencil to make it a little lighter. That's what these are good for. Sorry if it's going to be shaky. It's a vintage table. And we're going to do some outlining. And this is just what I'd like to do before bed. Um, I can see your chat. So I'm using this watercolor paper. I love the rounded edges, and a Thule Art acrylic paint pen. This has a nice, it's the extra fine, and you can get them in black and white, and they're both excellent. So can you see? You can see. This is just some drawing time, so maybe this is a good time for you to get out your coloring supplies and just Doodle along with me. Doodle, draw, scribble. I was in such a mood this morning, and there's two things that got me out of it. One was scribbling on paper, writing words about how I felt and testing markers. And when I went through the drawers, I test them. And that's one of the best ways to get started when you don't know what to do. It's just to make a ridiculously messy page, testing out your supplies, scribbling, blobs, marks, anything. And then you write words and you fill the page. It's really important. You got to fill the page. Don't give up because it looks ugly. So someone had asked me on Instagram, I was like, what doobie do you want to see on the wall? And she said, Daphne daffodil. So I decided I would do Daphne today. If you guys want on Wednesday, I can show you how the rules of the doobies. How I draw the doobies. I think I can see your comments. Somebody comment so I could tell if I can in fact see you. I don't know. I put my comfy 25-year-old sweatshirt on. It's so good for, so let's see, what do we want to know like what energetic properties daffodils are. Oh, kind of close. Let's give it a little better. Welcome to the live chat, everybody. Welcome to just an evening, nighttime. I start the morning by scribbling and drawing as a warm up, and then I simmer down by doing the same thing. Daffodil. Meaning, let's see that. Rebirth, new beginnings, and joy. I'm here for that. Spring, a vibrant harbinger of spring's arrival. They're commonly associated with the March birth flower. So perfect. It's March. They're often given in bunches to ensure good luck. These yellow flowers represent prosperity, while in literature they evoke a cheerful poetic image. Poetic image, symbol of renewal. They are among the first flowers to bloom after winter, and they represent the end of cold, dark days. Well, that sounds delightful. So we can give some more lines here. Thanks for the thumbs up, you guys. It's a little hang, nothing serious. Sometimes I like to draw like an aura boundary around them. Um, let's write Daphne, daffodil. Okay, we will we can write I don't want to smudge it. Let's write rebirth, renewal, joy. Let's give her a little bumblebee near her. And we can color her in. And we can date the back. I will be dating all of them. So today is March, what, 16th? Okay, cool. Let's color her in. Hopefully she'll be dry. Do we want to use watercolor markers? Yes, we do. We want the yellow. And they got a little orange pop in the middle. Some are white. Huh. All right, they've got like a more reddish yellow, an orangey yellow in the middle. Okay, this is going to be the outside. I don't know if you guys are commenting and I just can't see it, and I have to open up the live on my iPad. I don't know. We're not interactive at the moment. We're just hanging. Okay, so one thing that I did for my mood this morning, because I just felt like weirdly low for no reason. And then I was like, well, let me scribble. And the scribbling made me open up to see my supplies and be like, that's not suitable to have it dirty. It was dirty, years of dirtiness. Nobody cleans these, and I don't. So I clean the drawers and they feel fresh. And between scribbling and organizing and cleaning out some drawers, by the time that happened, I was moving around and quite happy. All right, let's look and see if we need to. It's usually somebody. Oh, thank you, Juliet. You have a chat happening. Okay, thank you. I'm going to open up my YouTube on my iPad. Juliet, dear Juliet, and my lovies. Um, Sorry about the shaky table. I'm going to get a carpenter here to help me secure the table. Both tables are a little shaky. Oh, I got to sign in. Okay, verify it's me. Sorry, coming. I don't know my password. We have to go get my other iPad because I just changed my password. Who knows? Whew, like I hung her. We could have a tour. That was the second doobie I did on the wall, and I just love her. And that was a little just, I don't know, something that I just like. And Queen of Pentacles. Doing laundry, did laundry. I do laundry regularly, so I don't, it doesn't pile up. Okay, where is the iPad? The little mini. Here it is. Okay, we're going back. I'm going to be able to see the chats. Thank you, Julia, for alerting me. I would have felt so lonely. Look how juicy this area is. I organized all these acrylics. This is my containers, and what I want to do is make my main colors and really like make full ones and then just have those in the tray, the ones that I know I'm going to use for the doobie. It's called the doobie core palette. So I'm going to do that. Um, this is so much fun. Okay, let's get in there. Let's get in to see you guys. So excited. I gotta lower the volume. Oh, that's up. This is creating is more fun than consuming. So the whole idea of me showing up, every time I show up, I want it to be like a reminder, like a trigger or catalyst for you guys to, do this, to do the thing. Color, draw. It doesn't matter if it's like oh, there we are. It doesn't matter if it's a ballpoint pen and cheap paper. I have this amazing notebook that I got. It's a composition book and it's got dots in it. And that's my to-do lists end up looking like this for real. I have to find my passport. I write things I want to order for art supplies. Yeah, but it's fun to color on too. It's a fun coloring and it's cheap. Made by That's funny, Jalapeno Paper Company. That's funny, it's part of my password. That's really funny. Anyway, you get the idea. All right, let's see. Hello, hello. Who's here? Jeff and Crystal, Earthkeeper. I know who that is. Lisa Marie. All right, the gang's here. That's all I need to know. All right, so let's color her in and no stress. Like if you want to do a small painting a day, you could get big paper, cut it up, have lots of little papers. Leslie recommends she does the same size, but you could do all different little sizes. I made this yesterday as when I was doing the tulip girl on the wall, Tulipa. I just used some of the leftover paint on this little page, and this is going to make a fun one, but at least one a day. I know it's Juliet. So this has been floating around. It's like a sample pearlescent watercolor, and I'll probably use this for the background with green, maybe. Let's see. So we need a little more of an orangey yellow for the middle. Can you guys see? This is not the best setup, I realize. This is just lazy girl's way to hang out with you guys and just be. I think this, out of all the doobies that I've drawn, I don't think I've maybe once in my life since 1998, once have I drawn a daffodil. So I had to look up. And what you do is you look up simple line drawing, simple cute line drawing, and then you can get a reference to copy. So I did that. And you're here. Hi, Crystal. Okay, cool. So, so far, so good. Oh, the bee, the bee, the bee. And let's see if I can easily locate my skin colors. I rearranged a bit. So where did I put them? Not far. They're not far. Really not far at all. Okay. We'll use Echo Line. It's juicy. Make sure that it's not black on it. Sometimes that happens. Nope. Okay. Sometimes the liner bleeds. Joy, rebirth, renewal, new beginnings. It's going really well. I might do more than one because it's fun. Okay. I eliminated so many colors that don't go with the doobies and I put them elsewhere, but it feels really good to only have the colors that I love, love, love within just right there, just a small amount. I finally understand other artists who just literally have their core, they have some colors in a mug on their desk. I'm like, how do they only have those colors? But now I finally understand. I really do understand their method now. I used to have all my colors, the entire set in a mug, but it becomes overwhelming for your eyeballs. So, um, feel free to chat with me, you guys. Oh, this is just so fun. I finally get to have fun. I really thought I was going to be a continuous art studio organizer. It was like months. I think I started in October. I think I did the house, not just the studio, but I started like mid to end October, and I'm finally full on creating, and it's finally a laboratory. And then it keeps getting better because my supplies, when you use your supplies, you know what you need right there. You get like, especially the acrylic paints. um there's a woman who paints on YouTube who has recommended, and I really like it, um, having those little 4-ounce plastic containers from Blick and making your mixes so that they're ready to go. So that each time you paint, you don't have to set up a palette and then mix and then it dries. You can keep them ready to go in those containers in a tray. And I really like that. So that's my next setup. I had put colors that I thought I wasn't going to use away. And then when I was painting the mural canvas, I realized I do need burnt sienna. I do need this because sometimes I need to mix colors. So I'm getting in the rhythm um, of using the acrylic paints, and that takes a little practice as far as ease of setup. Oh, this is just making me very happy. I'm putting a little pink in the inside of the flower to tie it in. And it's as simple as that. But I think we can make it more complicated. We can have some fun with like some blue and are you guys coloring with me? Make it feel like spring. And we'll put some green at the bottom. Okay, now that I got the somebody say something. Want you request a doobie? Looks like little bubbles symbolizing the sky and fresh green grass. And I feel like it needs a border. I'm going to show you guys how I do the border. So I run my finger along the edge so it keeps it. Usually I do that on a pad, but it gives you like a nice guideline. Easier on a pad of paper. Or just freehand it. So the first day of spring, what is it, the 22nd? March? I'll give a little swirl here because I made a mistake, but that's cute. Oh, she needs a leaf. She needs a leaf. We need a leaf there. Maybe a leaf off to the side. Um, maybe a double border. Will that work? Yeah. Because then don't be afraid to fill the page. And if you get in a funky mood, just draw. And clean out a drawer. I promise it really works. Hmm. In video movie production, we say get it in the can because you never know what creative moments you may capture. Get it in the can. Oh my God, I love that. Get it in the can. So how would that work with drawing? Like just get it in the can, just do it. I love that. Some hearts and you can make it as complicated and as simple as you want or as simple. Get it in the can. We've been hit with solar flares and the Schumann resonance field had a whiteout. We're getting hit with so much energy. You're feeling it too? Tell me about that. Tell us about that. I feel it. I feel like really, I felt really weird this morning, but I felt equally as happy later in the day. So go figure. Let's do some color and some hearts. I love this Karen. I'm using I think my favorite watercolor markers are Faber-Castell Gold Faber Aqua. Tombow are great. And also these Karen markers, I only own two, but I love how they're clear. You can see the ink. Karen, Karin. And I just love they're juicy, bright colors. I want to get some more. Just the Doobie Core palette, not a whole set. I'm going to mind myself. After all of that, I have a box of things to go through to see what I'm going to keep for people who want to color at my studio and what I'm going to send to a friend. Get it in the can. I just want this one to be joyful and full. Mm. Overlapping the pink and the blue gives you a little purple. Now it's getting exciting. We could do some yellow dots, because why not? We could do whatever we want. That's the beauty of things like this. It's not for money, it's not for anyone, it's for us. Try overlapping dots with watercolor markers. It's so pretty. Just thought of that. Oh, it gives so much dimension. I'm going to show you. It's a great treatment for a background. I think I'll use it again. How fun. I shall show you. I want a little depth in the leaves, and I'm realizing that I do not have a strong green. And I should make a note to pull, let's see, behind me. I probably have that. Yes, I do. Wow, I'm so impressed. I knew where I put the extras that were not like the main core Doobie palette, but I'm missing a deep green to give a little shadow, little depth. And we could do a little depth on the flower. And we'll give her. So we have how many days till the first day of spring? Not that many. Today's the 16th. Somebody do the math. Well, this is just sweet as anything. I'm going to give her a gold border, but you can see how successful. I'm going to add a few more dots right there. Super pink. It was missing pink there. Pink bubbles. I'm going to make them go to the edge of the border and below the name. I think the pink overlapping with the yellow is so pretty, and the pink with the blue. I don't think that was the same blue. Funny. Anyway, okay, gold. So as far as gold markers, uh my favorite, which is not handy, which I wonder where it is the Uniball Signo, but I got these panda fly. It's barely visible. All golds are not created equal. Some are very yellowy, some are more bronzy. I tend to like the yellowy ones. How long have I been on? That's how quick it took to make this little drawing. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to scan them and have them digitally if I want to turn them into something digital. And that means if I scan it, I can give them away, because in my travels, I do tend to like to give doobie rocks, kindness rocks, or little cards. And I'm going to show you something cool. also, because this is literally a card that you can make for someone. And I think it's a really good idea if you're feeling stuck, like you don't know what to draw, just make someone a card. That was literally how I got started as an artist. My grandfather, when I was about 4, he used to like to teach me how to draw trees. He was a pen and ink artist. Trees are hard. He drew barns and country landscapes. He had a home in the Catskills in New York where I went when I was little all the time, spend time with my grandparents. And when I left, I love my grandparents so much. Popsy, Albert, and grandma Sylvia. I would write them letters all the time. I lived in New Jersey. They were in New York. They were part New Jersey, part New York, upstate New York, and in the winters they were in Duck Key, Florida, where I visited them as well. They were my favorite people. Anyway, I used to make cards and letters for them, and I did turtles and frogs for them, and that was my thing. So making cards is one of my happy places. So this is a card, and it's not complete without an envelope, right? And I can also coat this with Mod Podge to just give it a sheen and protect the color, or maybe use the Golden's the brand, and gloss medium or matte medium, and maybe to UV protect it a little bit. But let's see. Let's see if this one fits. It does. Okay, I ordered these on Amazon. Here's a little blank one I can make. But this can go in here, and then it's a card for someone, right? I also have clear ones I'm going to show you. I ordered this on Amazon too. Do you guys want me to measure this card? I'll measure it because I like details. I don't have the link for you, but I can certainly. Hmm, it came like this. Sorry, I'm splashing in my butt. I saw it. There's a delay, so I get to see. So these are these little brown paper bags, which I thought was such a cute way to put them. So this card is 3.5 inches by 3.5 inches. Okay. And then this has to be a little bigger. This is a 4-inch envelope. So you can find these 4 inches, 3.5. I know somebody likes that I'm giving details, or that I flash my butt. I'm not sure. My backside, not my butt. But anyway, she's charming. Is she done? I don't know. I don't know. I think she might be complete. I'm going to give her little black eyes another run here. Make them a little bit. And you can, after you do the color, if you want to outline again, that's kind of fun. But you run the risk of messing it up. Just saying. When I paint on the wall, I do the outline and then I fill it in. And sometimes I have to do the outline again. All right. So now what? Oh, I was going to show you the clear envelopes. Let's see if I can easily access them. I also want to show you something else. This is really cool. So Stonehenge is a company that makes paper, and I kind of recommend, I was thinking, oh, I was sad that day. That looks like a little art journaling card. I was thinking of doing the mini doobies on these because then they could have all different papers to try. So Legion is the name of the company. And this was a sample, legionpaper.com, and you can order these, and they come in a box, all of their papers in sample sizes. So we have Stonehenge Craft. That's what this little sad one was. Aqua, so watercolor paper, hot press black, so it's smooth. That's good for gel pens and acrylic markers. Yupo medium is crazy. It's a tree-free paper, and it is really fun and really smooth. So you can test different papers, Yupo heavy, I have Yupo medium, Stonehenge white. Um, good for colored pencils. I recommend getting a sample box of these, and who knows, maybe the doobies, but I am enjoying the fact that I can put these in here and have cards. I kind of like that. But you could see I have a lot of the Stonehenge cold aqua cold pressed colors, aqua hot press. Hot press just means it's pressed more and it's smoother. Cold pressed has tooth, Yupo heavy, Stonehenge warm white, aqua cold press, Stonehenge. Okay, I have doubles. So you guys get the idea. Find your favorite small paper. Get lots of it because we're going to do a drawing a day. A painting, a drawing, a coloring, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, where did I put those plastic ones? Let's see. Here it is. Yeah, these aren't going to be the right size. I apparently got a lot of plastic ones, which is ridiculous. I think these are too small. Maybe I'll try this. Um, but I have plenty of paper I can cut to fit those bigger ones. I think these are going to be too, yeah, these are way too small for this. I beg to differ on their measurements here. They said 3 by 3. There's no way. But I have a smaller block, which I decided not to use because it's going to be too tiny to show. But this one is these are really good for me. This is 2.5 by 2.5, and this one will fit. So why do I like these little blocks? Because I like making cards. You can make something fun and either washi tape it to the wall or do that paper clip trick, where you tape a paper clip to the wall and then you put your art, a little teeny magnet. You can buy little round magnets on Amazon and you can just, that way you're not ruining the wall, putting a nail. It's kind of non-committal art, you guys. Nobody's commenting? Oh, you are. Moroccan me crazy. That's so cute. Hi, Elena. She's pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna simmer down soon, but this was really fun. I'm gonna get too excited, really. This is way exciting. All right, so I pulled one out. So let's see, this is gonna work very nicely. So these are cello bags, 3 by 3 inches, 1,000 pieces. So this makes there was a period of time last summer. I don't know why I was doing this. I was selling my house in Venice and I was hand painting these cards. I mailed some out to people who purchased them. I also did an in-person show at a coffee shop. But this is, and then you fold it over and you have a little card. Which do you like better, the plastic or the paper? Moroccan me crazy. That's so cute. Well, we can date the envelope. Why not? January, February, March, 3/16/26. Smiley face. Moon day. I'll put a moon. And then I'll do the same on the back. March 16th. Gotta write moon day. It is Monday, right? Yes. So what do you think? Are you guys like doing your art? What are you doing? And this is actually, I will consider this number. I did one yesterday, but this is one. Number one. She's the first in a series. I did 3 yesterday, cute little ones. I don't know where I put them. I think I put them on my acrylic painting desk because I want to gesso them. Give them not gesso, put a medium. Gloss medium makes the colors pop more. Matte medium will dull it a little bit, but some people like a matte finish. It looks a little more modern. Glossy makes the colors pop and it gives it a sheen. So if it were going to be hanging on the wall, there's points where it's like hard to see. Glossy, I like glossy. I do. I like glossy for the doobies. You want to make sure though That's a good question. I'm going to test for us. And we want to make sure that if we're using watercolor markers, that the gloss medium won't drag the colors all over the page. I do have, which I can test right now, Mod Podge. So let's do that because I keep that right near my desk. I'm going to clean up a little bit, just like when I'm doing my um, kitchen stuff. I clean up as I go. And I'm going to put this away. This could be something that's going to be in the to-do pile. This little sad guy, but look how pretty the colors are on the craft paper. I really recommend craft paper. Stonehenge craft paper is really fun. I have another, it's funny, on my desk, I pulled this out of the van because in my van, I'm only keeping white paper and my watercolor markers and a liner. I got to remember to take one so that I can always do doobies on the road. And I don't really draw them on here unless I'm playing around because I need white of the paper, but colors, colored pencils, acrylic markers, Neocolor twos, so fun. This one is Stillman and Burn. Stillman and Burn makes beautiful, I love these books. And it's called the Nova series, this craft paper one. I love it. I'm a bit of a sketchbook journal freak. Not a freak. Okay, so what are we doing now? I'm going to put this away, put these colors away, because it's how I roll here. It's how I stay calm. Literally, it's how I get into a good mood. It's just making things look and feel orderly. Order creates freedom, you guys. We know this. Freedom of creation. You know where your things are. You don't get frustrated, and frustration doesn't go into your food or your art. Okay, so this is going to be, I could do it tomorrow. I don't have to do, it'll be fun to do the same size. If you do the same size, then you can hang them all up on a wall together when you're done, or make one big piece and glue them all on one canvas or board, or just keep them as they are. So now I want to keep the ruler at my desk because I've been needing a ruler. Let's put it over here. Lately, I've been needing rulers. And did I keep the Mod Podge? I did. This one's sparkle. I don't want sparkle, I don't think. I'm going to do gloss Mod Podge. And grab a brush. And this is a great brush. This is from Sarah Burns. She's a YouTuber and she does a lot of gouache, and this is a great brush, Sarah Burns. I don't know. Hopefully this isn't going to drag the color around. We're going to see. I could do sparkle on the outsides. I think I'll do that. Get fancy. Yeah, it's going to pull the color, you guys. So, uh, unless you just go lightly on top of it, don't rub. Light hand, lay it on. And then what I'm going to tell myself is that next time I can color it in with alcohol markers and this will not drag the color. But it's happened to me on Kindness Rocks. If you're using acrylic markers, you can put the Mod Podge right on top, no problem. Watercolor markers are going to drag. You just have to go thick and light. Does that make sense? And a little smudgy isn't going to hurt anyone, but it's a bummer if you have a big fat smudge after you did all that. Okay, she's going to dry. Let's do a little glitter around the outside. It's funny with this could be future art because I can reproduce it digitally. Rocks, I cannot. Rocks are time consuming, but amazing. Like they feel good. The way I do them with all the detail. You can just write mom or love or whatever and make it simpler on yourself. I have to make it hard for some reason. When I first came upon, I always heard of Mod Podge. I never knew that they had a glitter Mod Podge. I was like, what the? That's crazy and exciting. We're going to use glitter watercolors. You guys can request what materials you want me to use. Okay. And We can use Neocolor 2s and watercolor pencils and acrylic markers. This is phenomenal. I love her. She's pretty. She's going to dry and be glossy, and her colors will pop, hopefully. Doesn't look like it's lovely. It's lovely. The glitter edge, I don't know if you could see it. I don't know if you could see it. Oops. Let's see. It's funny. I don't see oh, there. You're ordering the sample paper right now. Oh, do they still have it? I'm so glad because I did it a long time ago. So my question for you, the sample papers are a different size, right? They are oblong, they're rectangle. So you would want to get an envelope that would fit this. I will measure these for you. These are just under 2.5 by almost 4. So if you got a 3 by 4, I don't know what size they make the envelopes. If are you getting the brown paper or the acetate? Oh, you're getting both. They're great, right? I love them both. I love the acetate because you can see it, and I love the brown because it feels old fashioned. I have my garage door open, and this Rick, the garbage guy who takes the trash, I opened the garage to say hi to him, and I had given him. He saw the studio and was like, "Oh my gosh, this is a studio." I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "I knew that the card you gave me for Christmas was hand painted and in a little envelope." I'm excited you're getting it, Juliet, because you can do your flower drawings and gift them to people, hang them on your wall. So do you guys know the paper clip trick? You take a paper clip, you take tape, you tape the paper clip to the wall, you put your picture on top, and then you put a little magnet. If you need me to show you, I will show you. It's kind of sad to only do one, but one a day. A doobie a day keeps the doctor away. I have to like scroll this to see if you commented. It doesn't just type. This is really lovely lighting. All right. This is very exciting. Daphne Daffodil. I think, what do you guys think about having the name on it and her properties for each? I think it's nice to have what the name is of the doobie and what they're bringing, what they're putting down. It feels good with the Mod Podge on it. I'm kind of curious. Tomorrow's I will do with the gloss medium and see if it's glossier than the Mod Podge. It might be. I think the gloss medium from Golden is glossier. I'm gonna bring her up a notch, but the glitter. Uh, way to make myself happy. Which I was telling Jamal, I told you guys I am not I have an intolerance for unhappiness. So I will do what it takes. Okay, Ruby Rose, honey, you're here. So yeah, the name and what it does. That's literally what the Oracle deck is. There's no daffodil in the Oracle deck. But let's pull a doobie and then we can wrap it up maybe. I should take my bath with my salts and my sleepy time. Here's the guidebook. So cute. The Doobie Universe. It has that's a light bearer. And that might be tomorrow's drawing. I actually have a dark painting that I want to do the light bearers on it. There's doobie light bearers. They've got googly eyes and they're just so cute. It'd be funny if I pulled that card right now. Let's see. Well, this is some lovely lighting. The name and what it does. Done. That's what a doobie day is going to be. Okay, what energy do we need? What do we need to contemplate? What's going on right now for us? Ooh, lion's mane. That's a reminder for someone to actually take lion's mane for the brain. Cognitive function, focus, brain, heart, and gut, which we know the brain is not our only decision making place. We got our gut, our hearts, our intuition. Lion's mane fights oxidative stress, inflammation, anxiety, and depression. So, that's the third thing we'll do when we are feeling low. Maybe the solar flares got us, maybe other people's nonsense, OPN. Um, but what we can do is we can scribble on a piece of paper, get it out, we can clean a drawer, and we can have lion's mane. So this is a reminder for me to have. I love these little doobies. Look at the little mushroom topper. They're called toppers. Whatever's on their head is called toppers. So the quote is decision making. We help you use all of your intelligence centers. And you don't know this. Okay, I'll show you the paper. I'll go get it. And that will, so with love from Sedona, birthplace of the Doobie universe. And we have prickly pear at the bottom of the box. These were conceptualized. Their conception was in 1998. I drew my first doobie. My mom freaked out, and they're finally getting their day fully. Don't even know what to say about this, but I'm obsessed. Like, I've been grabbed, and I do nothing else besides walk and eat. Juliet and I were saying we art, walk, and eat. I walked to the gym today. Thank you, Ruby Rose. I'm going to go get a paper clip, and I'm going to get the tape I use, and I'm going to show you. I need to remember to take this with me in the van tomorrow for my 2-hour drive. I'm going to be in the car 5 hours tomorrow and sitting in the lobby. Maybe I'll make a live from there. I'm going to be sitting in the lobby of the RV repair place. I should make a card for Holly there. She is so excellent. Really, what I should do is take what I like to do. I always have an art kit with me, but I take watercolor pencils, a block. So it fits in a little bag. So you take a block. I'll take this little one. Aw. I'll take a block. I have my watercolor pencils in my bag. I have a liner, and I'll take some bags. That way I can make some cards when I'm there. What do you think about that? I mean, I'm going to be there for like 7, 8 hours, unless my friend Troy picks me up and we go somewhere. I don't know if he is, but look, we have this, this. I kind of like the big ones. Which do you guys like better, the little or the big ones? And I will go get the paper clip trick. You ready? I grabbed a little watercolor brush. I know I have one in my kit, but just in case, this one's so tiny and cute. And I feel like I was missing some color, some watercolor. I might grab my favorite watercolor pencils are Supra Color by Karen Dosh, and I have some on my dining room table. So I'm gonna grab those. Um, take this, and that's a cute little kit. Just some pencils. I put it in a little pouch. Mm. I'm about to show you the trick. Hold on. Where are my pouches? It's funny, you guys. I have many, many pouches I've collected throughout the years. Like you can imagine how many pouches I have because I love containers for things. It's really weird. But this Blick one, I like it because it's see-through and it fits a lot, but it's not cumbersome. So this is a great one, if you need. And I'm going to put this in here and I will take this inside the house. So I remember to grab the super color pencils. I'll put that liner that I just, I'm going to grab one more liner. Mm, I'll grab the Identi pen. It's permanent by Sakura. Identi pen. Love it. Love, love, love. Okay, so we'll be set. In my hand, you guys, is the paper clip trick because I have one ready to go. Okay. Paper clip. Mine happens to be gold. You could use just regular paper clips. I have artist tape. Any tape that's not going to rip the paint off your wall. This is kind of like a light tape. Anyway, paper clip. You tape this onto the wall like this. Then you put the picture like that. Then you take a magnet. Now mine are way too teeny. I purchased these for the bottom of watercolor. What are they called? The little square white things that you put your watercolors in when you're squeezing out of tubes. It's not a bin or a tin. It's like it's funny, I can't remember the name. But anyway, I recommend getting magnets bigger than this. These are tiny, but they work on thin paper, but get bigger ones, the little round ones. So you go like this, pretend I'm the wall. You put this there, then you put this there, then you go like this, and it just sticks it. You can move it around, you can move the paper clip and you get the idea. It's so fun. So I have a container of magnets for the little white containers that go on the inside of the watercolor. I'm going to save this in my drawer here. No, I'm going to put it back. My clip drawer. I have a drawer dedicated to clips, like chip clips and holding open your notebook clips and okay, so this is how we roll. Now, this I can put in that I'm going to put it in here and keep it in here cuz what if I want to write a card for someone tomorrow? You just never know. So that will go in here like a thank you or something. Never know. I'm going to take a little pencil. I don't really do pencil. I only, no, no, no. Keep it minimal. So you guys get the idea of what we're up to? Put this away. This is that little, that could be helpful for the card block. I do like pencil. I do like pencil. When I'm drawing the doobies, I'm just so comfortable drawing them. I don't sketch, but I do recommend Stedler makes a pencil eraser. Get this one. This one is Stedler. This one is mono. It's by Tombow. Look at these. These are erasers. So you can erase a little fine line. You can erase something a little less fine, but still fine. These are fun to have, but they're staying here. Okay, we did good. Goodie bag, so light. I'll put this away. This one I really want to play. This one could just be as it is. It's just blobs and you magnet it to the wall. I'm hot. I'm sitting on the biomat. I'm happy that I got to hang with you guys. No makeup, no good lighting. I don't care. I don't care because it's not the point. You guys are not here for what I look like. I mean, it's fun to look good and all, but It's not the point. The point is, I forgot to use this thing has been floating around for so long. I don't know what company it is. Mermaid series from some company I ordered. We can have a watercolor night. I kind of want to play with this, but not now. I'm gonna go take a bath. I need to be sleeping by 10. I need to simmer down. My friend Linda used to say, simmer down. I miss Linda. I saw this thing where it's like, I don't know, maybe it's on Instagram. Scattered Hearts is a great, they do great little memes. And it was like, I'm like a fairy that flies into your life and flies out. I feel like I flit. I'm there, I'm not there. I don't know. Um, I should bring the air filter from here into my bedroom. It's allergy season. I'll just leave it. I'll be fine. What else can I tell you? I think that's it. Oops. Thank you for showing us. Sure, Ruby Rose. You prefer the larger? Me too. I prefer the larger. Thank you for a peaceful, sweet time. It's always wonderful to do this with you. Um, I look forward to seeing yours. Juliet, she tags me on Instagram and I can share what she does. So if you guys want to create some little pieces of art and do this, it's not a challenge. It's just like a thing. We're gonna do this every day. Maybe I'll do it here every day. Wouldn't that be fun? Why not? As days I can do it. I could set it up. Yeah, I could do that in the lobby. I'm gonna do that. It'll give me something to do for one of the hours that I'll be sitting there. Trying to think if there's anything else I want. I don't love, you know what? You know what? I don't love coloring in the doobies with watercolor pencils. It's just occurred to me that I must take my watercolor. Hmm. I need a to-go kit for my watercolor markers, but I can't, I'm not going to mess with this because this is my desk set. This is my desk set, and I don't want to remove any of these. This was painstaking. My watercolors, I did it with my watercolors. I did it with my alcohol markers. These are doobie colors. Believe me, I have like an entire drawer of not exactly doobie colors, but I still had to reach for one. Um, and I have an entire drawer of Copic markers. I got to see how these work on that paper. Let's see. Let's test it. I got to see how the alcohol. Let's see how the alcohol does with my favorite Thule acrylic pen. I gotta test. So you gotta think ahead, you guys. This is the thing. Here's some paper. These are little, I have lots of little, I have an entire drawer of little papers. So let's see how we do here. I know I was gonna hang up, but maybe you guys did hang up. I'm wondering if I can go a little bolder. This is a very fine line, this Thule one, and I could probably take a bolder one. I love when they look graphic and bold. It's not necessary, but maybe, maybe. Of course, I had to do a complicated drawing to test it, but it's going to be worth it. And I have another doobie of the day. So now I'm wondering if I want a fatter marker. I think I do. My other favorite paint marker is this 1.0 millimeter from Surf Paints from Australia. Oh my gosh. What time Wednesday night? On Wednesdays, we're doing 7 o'clock Mountain Time. Oh, you guys can see what I'm doing. You couldn't even see. So this is the little one I just drew. That one I did with the Tooli, Tooli art. acrylic marker. And this one I'm using, it's a fatter point. It's surf paints. So 7 p.m. And I'm committed to doing it no matter where I am. So if for some reason I'm in the van or a rental car or a hotel or on a hike, maybe not at 7, when it gets nicer out. I'm gonna do forget me not or a reasonable facsimile thereof. Um, forget me not. Exclamation point. Okay, so we're gonna see if alcohol, I've already done these tests on all these pens, and of course I can't remember. I've done tests on the pens and if alcohol works with them. I think alcohol and watercolor, if my memory serves me correct. We don't want smudgy lines. So I'm gonna test the alcohol. We don't want to smudge the black glasses. So I have a materials notebook where I tested everything. Um, I could open it up and look, or I could just play right now, which is fine. Okay, alcohol works with the surf paints marker. I am not sure. It's a little questionable with the no, it's a no with the Tule art. So because I could easily take alcohol markers with me, and alcohol markers would allow me to Mod Podge after. Do I take my precious collection? Hmm. Let's try watercolor, because I do have watercolor markers in the van, so I can do that. Let's see if they work with both of these. Yeah, watercolor is great with the surf paints, and if it's a little wet, it'll drag. Yeah, watercolor. So I'll just grab the ones out of the van before I hop out of it tomorrow. I can't mess my, no, don't mess that. Well, now I got to finish this. Yeah, I'm gonna do it from wherever I am, 7 o'clock. I'll either be doing art or talking about art. Most likely doing it. She's coming cute. Yeah, watercolor markers. Do I have a skin one in the car, in the van? Let's give her a little darker skin. Pretty. Um, I could do this all night. As I told you guys, this room at night, I call it the casino because nobody knows what time it is. Nobody cares. Nobody wants you to know what time it is. And it's not really good for your circadian rhythm, but it is fun. What I do and what I should do, what I should have done tonight, although it would have been maybe weird for filming, maybe okay. If I shut the overhead lights and I just have the lamp desks on a warm light, it's fine. And then I it's a little more mellow and simmer downy and probably better for their circadian rhythm. If anybody's ever listened to Jack Cruz, he's so intense, but also it just makes sense. Light, mitochondria, light, sunlight. All right, guess what, you guys? We're not done with these, but this one's so cute. Love her. I like how it looks modern. I like when there's just the doobie and their companions and simple symbols. When I do the whole wall in the studio, which I'm going to be doing the mural, it's going to be like this. They're just going to be almost like a pattern on a wall instead of it's just it feels just modern and graphic and fun. Forget me not. I actually like the finer line on the smaller cards, but you have to do more detail if you use a finer line and it takes you longer, whereas a bigger, fatter one line makes them bolder. But I love them both. I'm going to put them in here. My companions, these two markers, and we're good. And I'll be like, oh, did you guys ever see Steve Martin's The Jerk? Steve Martin in The Jerk, and all I need, and he's got the little Yorkie in front of his private parts, and all I need, and he's got pillows and then like a lamp. And my mom and I used to giggle at that so hard. All I need, I was born a poor black child. All right, I think we are good. I can finally say buona notte. You guys, thanks for being with me. If you're watching this later, even if you're watching this, whenever you're watching this, please leave me a comment. Please like the video. Leave me a comment. I see every comment that comes in. I've started making comments on other people's YouTube channels because it just makes you feel so good that somebody cares enough to leave a comment and say, hey, I'm doing this. I've started art now. I'm coloring, I'm drawing, I'm scribbling, I'm making my marks. Mark and witness. Mark, make your marks, then witness what you do. So glad we got to hang. I don't really, I think this would be pretty with gold. I'm gonna put it back in the drawer. Lots to do. Give yourself something to, that's why I like these card a day, is that you are giving yourself something to do every day and you have to do it. So we have to do it. We're doing it. I'll see you guys tomorrow from Phoenix. Lots of love from Sedona. Get your mark.